Hi everybody, so this is video number 2 for today, Monday, and I just took Shayla for a short walk, and we saw a bunny rabbit and some squirrels and a bunch of birds. My one neighbor, he feeds the birds and squirrels at the base of one of his trees every day, so they know where to go to get their food. And yeah, so good thing I ended the video because Shayla got excited, and then she ended up doing a number 2, and you guys don't need to watch that. So now we're back home. Hi! Say hi everybody! Good morning, or good afternoon, or good night, whenever people are watching this, huh? Yeah, we had a soaking, drizzling rain all day yesterday, and so the ground is very wet. So my boyfriend Nathan is not going to be able to cut the grass. Maybe tomorrow, if we don't have any more rain, and if we have some good breezes and it dries up, then we could maybe cut the grass tomorrow because it's quite high. And in my town, if your grass is too high, then you get written up, and then if you don't do anything to rectify it when they want you to, then you get fined. So we definitely don't want that. And we're supposed to get more rain. I'm thinking Tuesday night or Wednesday is what they had said. I'll have to check the weather forecast, but I think today I'm going to try to put some of the wood mulch down so we don't have the weeds pop up as much. There's no way to get rid of weeds completely unless you spray those lovely toxic chemicals, and I don't want to do that because this is where we planted some tomato plants, but we're not planting any here this year because there's always good sun here for a lot of hours in the late morning and afternoon and early evening. So this is an ideal spot to put tomato plants or anything that needs full sun. But I wanted to show you, this is the one rescue plant, and it's doing pretty well. It didn't get totally flooded, so hopefully it'll be okay and keeps growing. These are these wild weeds that I got out of a neighbor's front yard, and their grass is quite high. So, and they're a corner lot, so especially if you're a corner lot, then the village tends to take a look at you because, you know, you're most visible, and they want the neighborhoods to look nice. And this is my hydrangea, and look at there's more blooms here. Yay! I wasn't sure if this perennial, bloomed more than once, or if it just bloomed the one time and then was done, But it looks like there's going to be more blooms. So we just have to protect it. Yeah. And this is my lavender. And then the hyacinth went underground. So those 3 bulbs hopefully will come back up in the spring. And here's the other rescue plant. This one kind of got a little more rain on it. And then my 3 Asiatic lilies about ready to bloom soon. And then, there's a couple of blooms on this plant, on this other matching perennial. This is the one that got squished by the soccer ball. So you can see that's where the soccer ball landed, but luckily it wasn't an official soccer ball because those are quite heavy. This one was like a much lighter weight one, so we lucked out in that regard, right, Shayla? Yeah, we lucked out. But yeah, so there's a couple blooms on the front. Yeah, cool. And then here's the rosemary plant. And here's another of those weeds in this pot. And then this is my Asiatic lily. That is my strongest. And it has 6 buds on it ready to bloom. So, and then there's 1, 2, 3 different kinds of hostas here. I planted this one a couple of years ago because I was afraid this one wasn't going to come back. And this one is always later than this one. And yeah, we're going to have to split this. And there's the hydrangea there, and then the hydrangea on the other side. Yep. And then we have a bunch of branches and stuff that we clipped and collected along the way, and from clipping this front bush here. So when that dries out, we need to have a fire pit. But it's been just raining, a lot, so haven't been able to do that. But the one time when we didn't, utilize these branches and stuff, then a wasp family built a wasp nest, because when we went to go move some branches, my boyfriend said, "I hear buzzing," and then sure enough, there was a hive. And it's like, no, we don't want that. No, 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 no. But yeah, these purple flowers on this hosta are ready to bloom, so that's cool. And then, because it did rain, we can maybe pull some more weeds. And I sold something from my Poshmark closet, so we have to go to the storage locker and get that, package it up, and take it to the post office. So there's a nice breeze though, and hopefully it'll dry out and no more rain, and then maybe my boyfriend can cut the grass tomorrow. But yeah, it's quiet right now, and the birdies and the squirrels are enjoying themselves, especially down by my neighbor by the base of his tree. They're getting their breakfast. Yeah. They're getting their breakfast. Yeah. There's a code enforcement. There is a code enforcement, I think. It's a little white van with the village insignia and name on it. Oh, they're going in front of my neighbor Betty's house. Oh, they stopped temporarily there, and now they're moving on. Where are they going? Don't come by me. Yep, they went around the street to the next block. So yeah, see, they're going around and they're checking to see, who can they ride up. It's like, really, folks? Really? My yard is not out of control. And I'll never forget when I had a dumpster on the driveway after my dad passed away. And he passed away in the spring of '05. He was a hoarder, and I had to clean out a bunch of stuff. And so I had a driveway length dumpster to, put everything in. And, I was cleaning out the garage and had to pull stuff out to get to other stuff. And, I just had it up front by the front part of the house here. Do you know code enforcement gave me a warning for having too much debris? It's like, don't you see what I'm trying to accomplish here? Do you need to, buy a brain? I think you do. So then I had to talk to someone in the code enforcement department and say, look, my father just passed away. He was a hoarder. I'm cleaning out stuff. So give me a chance to take care of this, so that it's livable for my mom and myself, So I had to, use my customer service polite skills and let them know what was going on. And they're like, well, you have a week, and then you have to have all that debris out of there, and if you don't, then we're going to fine you. I'm like, yeah, you have a nice day. you know? So, anyway. Yep, it's like there's more important things to, like, take control of and for the village to get involved in. There's a man on the next block. He put up a humongous storage shed. Humongous. I mean, somebody could live in there, And storage sheds, to my knowledge, have to be permitted. You have to have a permit to put up a storage shed. And I thought they had to be, certain specifications, as to size and what materials are used to make it and stuff. And the village has to approve the permit and approve it. This storage shed, I don't know if he got a permit for it. He might have. And he might have given a monetary donation, aka a bribe, because this thing is like way higher than a 6-foot-high fence, and it is just humongous. If I can go in the backyard later today, if the grass dries up a little bit, I'll take Shayla back there and I'll try to get a video of it from my yard, because you can definitely see it. And it's like, oh my gosh, And somehow he got approved for that. And when my boyfriend took Shayla for a walk over onto the other block, the guy was outside, and my boyfriend's friendly, and he says hi to people, and the guy said hi, and he's like talking there, chit-chatting, and my boyfriend said, the guy said, yeah, I'm the a-hole of the neighborhood. And my boyfriend said, what? He's like, yeah, there's a lot of people who are mad that I put up my storage shed. And he was like laughing. And it's like, okay. Well, then when I go to put up my new storage shed, the village better not give me a hard time about it. Because I'll be like, look, that dude has that monstrosity over there. So don't even give me any problem. So it's like, don't stir up my Irish temper. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. So anyway, I want to be able to do the storage shed right this time, and I would like to have a concrete foundation for it. One, because the plywood floors that they give you in like these storage shed kit things rot very quickly. And then critters make a home, and that's what happened in mine. There's a rotted out floor, base, and some critters decided to make a home in there. And yeah, so I want to have a concrete base. Plus, I would like to have a concrete side driveway, because I only have the one-car driveway. And a bunch of ranch houses that are exactly like mine. Plus some other, models of homes in this subdivision. And I took pictures of all of them. They all were able to have concrete side driveways and sidewalks, and everything. And when my parents went to go, ask the village for permission, they were told no, because the Nicor gas meter is there, and there's a bunch of gas lines, and the air conditioner unit, and they're like, no, you can't dig here. Well, then how do those other, ranch houses and those other homes where they have their gas meter, how are they able to do it, What had happened was my next door neighbor, Mary, she was a village trustee for like 30 plus years for the village, and she was very close friends with the previous mayor. And so she, said, I don't want my neighbor to have a concrete side driveway, or concrete going to their backyard, because the grass never really grows there, because the maple tree roots, these trees are as old as me, and they, oops, sorry folks, there goes the neighbor in their pickup truck, and sounds like their muffler is needs a little tune-up. But anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, there's a nice breeze going. Woohoo! Yeah. So now we can be out here and not be, distracted or disturbed. Oh, there's a bee. Shayla's gonna try to bite it. Oh, she barked at the bee. No, we're not eating the bees. No, no. No, no. Let the bees pollinate the flowers. Yeah. No eating the bees. So anyway, so she told them, no, I don't want my neighbor to have a side driveway. I don't want them to be able to have a sidewalk going to the backyard. Anyway, so grass really never grows over there. And and then last year, her weed killing lawn service company came and they oversprayed. They didn't have the nozzle adjusted, and it sprayed and killed the majority of the grass over there. Because Nathan was trying to grow grass over there, and we had, blocked it off with some gates, like, baby gates and stuff like that, so that Snowball and Cassidy wouldn't go over there, so that we could allow the grass to grow. And so we were growing grass again over there. And yeah, she had her toxic lawn service company come, and they sprayed, way past the fence line. And I have a chain link fence, so it came through the fence. And but it's like, dude, adjust your nozzle so you don't kill someone else's stuff. And so yeah, so now the hard work that Nathan did over there is all ruined. And that's another reason why I hate those lawn spraying chemical companies, because one, they kill off sometimes the good stuff, and when a lawn gets sprayed, I can smell it. Ever since I had the portable and the home oxygen, I'm very sensitive to odors. And yeah, so it's like we can't sit outside for like a whole day because I can't breathe in those chemicals. Ooh, beautiful breeze. Beautiful breeze. So yeah, no, you can't go over there. No. You can look out this way. So anyway, yeah. I guess I'll title this one Some More Ramblings. Some nonsensical ramblings. But yeah, there's lots of birds, lots of trees. Oh, and there's a fungus growing at the base of the one Parkway tree that had a branch get snapped off. Not this last rainstorm, but the previous one. It was heavy downpours and very gusty winds. So anyway, that was about, I want to say 5-6 days ago. And so yeah, there's like this orangish colored fungus growing all along the base of the Parkway tree. So it's like, is that gonna eventually attack the whole tree? Oh, we hear an airplane. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I see it. The plane, the plane. Yeah. If any of you are old enough to remember the TV show Fantasy Island with Ricardo Montalban, probably pronouncing that wrong, and then the guy that played Tattoo, the little person that was his sidekick. Yeah, I think his name was Hervé Villachez or something like that. Anyway, Tattoo would always say, the plane, when more people were coming to have a stay at the Fantasy Island. So, drag Shayla back in, and we'll have some type of a little breakfast. Well, she already had her breakfast, but I'm gonna go and have a little bit of a breakfast, and there's always something to do, right? I've got laundry that's folded in the laundry baskets, and now I have to put it away. So, yay. You can tell in my voice that I'm real excited to do that. Anyway, well, Shayla says have a great day, or have a great night, everybody. Yeah. She's watching the birds across the street. Yeah. Say goodbye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, you're smelling some more fresh air, huh? Yeah. We can have the doors and windows open today. Yeah, and get fresh air in the house. Yeah. Yeah. Any day we don't have to have the air conditioning on is a great day. Saves us money. Yeah. Yeah, what you smelling? What you smelling? She's such a good doggie. Yeah. You're my little sidekick, huh? Yeah. Alright. We're going to sign off now. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, and if you want to leave me a comment, that would also be great. I really appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel, and hope everyone has a great day. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Shayla. Bye-bye. Look up here. Want a treat? Yeah, we'll go inside and get a treat. Oh, yep, she wants a treat. Alright, bye everybody. And thank you. Bye-bye.